The alternative is an attachment for a gun that turns a single shot into a non-lethal one. The idea behind it's simple yet clever. When the bullet is fired, it hits a metal ball, which slows it down by 80%. This results in a shot that feels like a hammer blow, but doesn't cause a penetrating wound. The alternative is recommended for use at ranges between 5 and 9 meters, and is compatible with 9mm and 40 caliber guns. Although it's a disposable device, it gives law enforcement officers an alternative option to disarm criminals without killing them. Imagine a typical scene from an action film or racing game. The police is setting up a spike strip for speeding lawbreakers. These traps are becoming more and more impressive each year. Let's talk about one of the most advanced models, Nighthawk. These are the world's first spike traps that can be set up and put away remotely. While other devices have to be activated by hand, Nighthawk users can hide up to 30 meters away, and at the perfect moment, just hit the button. In less than 2 seconds, a 4.6 meter wide strip appears on the road. It's made of 10 units that can be easily fixed and swapped out. A replaceable gas cartridge is used to deploy the strip, and an electric mechanism with a reel is used to roll it back up. Picture this. A police car spins another car around by hitting its back end. Do you know what it's called? The pit maneuver. It looks pretty cool in movies and in real life, especially when going really fast. In fact, cops in Arkansas once had to use a pit maneuver while going up to 175 kilometers per hour. That's what all that training is for. Even though some studies have found that this kind of turn can be really dangerous for cars with stability control systems, even at low speeds, the pit maneuver is still a common technique used by the police. Let's say the offender is still amped up even after the car pursuit, so jumps out of the car and takes off running. How can he be caught quickly and safely without putting bystanders in danger? That's where Wrap Technologies comes in. They've created a device called BolaWrap for exactly this situation. The model BolaWrap 150 shoots out a 2.2 meter long tether that can reach up to 7.6 meters. Whether the tether hits the person's arms or legs, it will be impossible for them to escape once they're tied up. The BolaWrap has a laser designator to make aiming easy, and if there are multiple offenders, the device can be reloaded in less than 10 seconds. The police have another tool in their arsenal, Guardian HX. This pneumatic system shoots out GPS beacons, which can be useful in both high-speed chases and more low-key situations. For example, a police officer could use the Guardian HX to secretly mark a suspicious car as it passes through a checkpoint. The target range of 18 meters gives them plenty of wiggle room. Like the BolaWrap, the Guardian HX has a laser designator to help with aiming. The system's powered by electricity and can work a full day on a single charge. When not in use, the Guardian HX can be discreetly stored in its carrying case that looks like a regular suitcase. And for particularly tough jobs, the system's creators offer a version that can be installed on patrol cars. Looking for a device that can sound an alarm and break up a crowd of rowdy protesters? The sound cannons from American Technology Corporation are the perfect solution. These bad boys are used not only by the police, but also by the military. The LRAD 2000 RX model, for example, blasts sounds at 160 decibels, as loud as a gun being fired right next to your ear. The sound can be directed in a full 360-degree range, and when used as a signal, it can be heard up to 9 kilometers away. It's no surprise that these sound cannons have been sold to 70 different countries, and if a customer is new to this kind of equipment, American Technology Corporation offers training to help them get up to speed. Last year, Axon unveiled their latest creation, the Taser 10. When fired, this stun gun causes a person to instantly lose control of their muscles and fall to the ground. Unlike most stun guns, the Taser 10 has 10 charges that travel at 62.5 meters per second and are effective at a range of 14 meters. Instead of a warning shot, police officers can combine a loud sound and a blinding flash to disorient their target. Axon has also developed several useful programs to go along with the Taser 10. Axon VR helps police officers practice their aim in virtual reality, while Axon Evidence generates documentation that might be helpful for reports. Leonard Stock was watching a TV show about police chases one night and noticed that not all of them ended well. As he went to bed, he couldn't stop thinking about what he'd seen. In the middle of the night, he woke up with an idea: the grappler. This system for stopping cars may not look as flashy as some high-tech solutions, but there's no denying its effectiveness. A nylon net installed in the front of the police vehicle is used to hit the wheel of the car being chased, bringing the pursuit to an end. The grappler system looks like a reinforced bumper, and it doesn't interfere with driving. And it's already been used to apprehend over 600 criminals. Military bases, music festivals, train stations, airports. The list of places where MVB-3X protective barriers would be useful is endless. This product is not only impressive, but downright shocking in terms of its combination of weight and effectiveness. Weighing just 24 kilograms, the barrier can be set up in a minute without any tools, and is capable of stopping vehicles ranging from motorcycles to 7.5-ton trucks traveling at 48 kilometers per hour. The creators of MVB-3X are confident that there's no other type of barrier with the same ratio of barrier weight and stopping distance. Plus, MVB-3X meets ISO and ASTM global standards. The barnacle is the ultimate solution for dealing with drivers who can't park properly. It unfolds into two halves and attaches to the windshield with vacuum electric suction cups that have a breakaway force of 454 kilograms. Even the strongest people won't be able to remove it by force. And if someone tries, a siren will go off. If the driver leaves without removing the barnacle, it can be tracked down using its GPS beacon. The only way to get rid of it is to pay the fine and get a code that allows you to remove it. But that's not all. You'll then have to take the barnacle to a special collection point. If you don't, the police will issue another fine. After going through all of that, you'll think twice before parking illegally again. The bad guy has a whole fleet of equipment, including boats and UAVs, they will not stand a chance once the police bring in the RF Safe Stop. This electromagnetic jammer can disable vehicles within a 50-meter range and drones within a 400-meter range. One thing to note about the RF Safe Stop is its solid weight of 350 kilograms and its battery life of 12 minutes. But on the plus side, it doesn't make any noise and can knock out the engine of any boat, motorcycle or car in just 3 seconds. By the time the criminals figure out what's going on, they'll already be caught. Even though they've been criticized, spiked crime-fighting systems are about to prove their worth. Think about all those movies and news stories where the police use motorcycles, dozens of cars, and even helicopters to stop just one car. Now, take a look at Mobile Spike. With this system, just one patrol car can do the job of an entire fleet. All the officer has to do is get close to the speeding car and fire a spike strip. Once the tires are flat, the chase will end within a minute. Mobile Spike can be used at speeds of up to 161 km per hour and is mounted on the bumper, so the age of the police car doesn't matter. Last year, pirates started causing trouble in the San Francisco Bay Area. They were using abandoned and stolen boats to rob yachts and houseboats. The local police are trying to stop them, but they're short-staffed due to a lack of specialists. It's a nightmare. I wonder if the folks at Vessel Arrest Systems have heard about this. They make barriers that could help improve the situation. These barriers are placed in high-crime areas of the water and can hook and block the propellers of passing pirate ships. And their quality's so good that they've been approved by the UK Department for Transport. A lot of vehicle stopping systems work by puncturing tires, but the experts at Kinetic think this method is risky and not very effective. That's why they created XNet for the British Army. Now, law enforcement agencies and security services all over the world use this system. It's a net that stops wheels from turning, and it's made out of dynamic fiber. This material is resistant to chemicals and 15 times stronger than steel, so even vehicles weighing up to 10 tons come to a halt when they hit XNet. Additionally, the system minimizes the stopping force, making it safer for the vehicle's occupants. Why go through the hassle of chasing someone when you can prevent it in the first place? That's where Crook Hook comes in. When a police car stops a suspicious vehicle, it pulls up close and activates its Crook Hook horns. These horns grab onto the back of the vehicle, turning the police car into an anchor. No matter how hard the driver hits the gas, they won't be able to move. All they'll do is damage their tires. And since Crook Hook doesn't lift the back of the car, there's no risk of damaging the fuel tank or underbody. This makes it the best option when dealing with a stolen car. The owners will be relieved to get their vehicle back in one piece. In one corner of the ring, we have a 7.5-ton truck. In the other corner, we have the Held HT1 Raptor blockers. It's clear who the winner will be. After a collision, the truck will likely end up in the scrapyard, but the bollards will still be in working order. Once the criminal car is stopped, the blockers will lower and allow ambulances, as well as police cars and fire trucks to pass through. The held HT1 Raptor rises to a height of about a meter in just 6 seconds, leaving plenty of space between the bollards for pedestrians and cyclists. Another advantage is that they only require 50 centimeters of depth for installation, minimizing roadwork. Cobra Cuffs might sound like the name of a Limp Bizkit album, but it's actually the name of these disposable handcuffs. Compared to their metal counterparts, they may not look as impressive and actually resemble plastic ties. However, they can hold even the most violent troublemakers, as it takes 192 kilograms to break them. The design prevents over-tightening and also makes it impossible to break free by prying the handcuffs with a blunt object. Additionally, Cobra Cuffs can withstand freezing temperatures as low as minus 29 degrees Celsius and heat up to 49 degrees Celsius, making them suitable for year-round use. There's also a special reusable version for training purposes. The Air 107U Model 350 combines a taser and a baton. Policemen can subdue criminals from a distance using stun or flashbang cartridges, and up close using a strong fiberglass strike with a weight of about 600 grams. The hybrid has a range of 4.5 meters and a voltage of 120,000 volts. Its alarm volume is 135 decibels, which is enough to disorient a person. The manufacturers cleverly designed a cover to disguise it as an umbrella. Overall, the device fits well into today's video and is already being used by the Russian Ministry of Internal Affairs. What's the best way to demonstrate the effectiveness of barriers against different types of vehicles? With a couple of crash tests, of course. And that's exactly what Hedgehog International did. They tested their barriers against cars and even a tank. The tank couldn't get past the company's special reinforced concrete Hedgehog barriers. If such a high level of protection isn't necessary, Hedgehog International also offers more conventional barriers. The smallest one weighs only 40 kilograms, but can still stop a light truck. The reinforced concrete anti-tank barrier is made up of two 189 kilogram pieces, so it's definitely not easy to move. Prod 360 is known for its unique products designed for military and police use. From special cameras for dogs to search systems, they offer a wide range of products. Even their take on classic police equipment like shields is innovative. By adding the EDI module to the shield, they turned it into a powerful strobe light with 14,000 lumens. This not only blinds intruders, but also allows for light signal exchanges during the daytime at a distance of 10 meters. And of course, the shield still provides protection against various attacks, from stones to Molotov cocktails.